We're Tom and Damien. We've left everything behind to save a forgotten chateau in France. And this week we share daily chaos, big dreams, and the first swing of the hammer.
It's disgusting.
We're calculating between the trees. So how many trees we're gonna put? So 1, 2. Did you have that as a bingo card on Sunday morning? Not me. Hi guys!
Hello everyone. Now before we let you watch episode 4, we just wanted to share some exciting news.
So as you might know, we moved to France a month ago and we bought this beautiful abandoned chateau, and we've been sharing our journey through YouTube and Instagram. But we thought about a way for you guys to be able to see more, and that's when we thought about Patreon.
We're very excited to launch our Patreon community, and that is a way that we can connect with you guys, answer all the messages, answer all the comments, have live Q&As, early release our YouTube videos, have access to early biddings on events and stays at the chateau, but also we want to have one-on-one calls with you guys, hear your own chateau journey, or answer questions if you have questions for us, and even have access to our merch store.
As you might know, this whole project is auto-financed. It's just him and I working on this beautiful chateau. She might look perfect from the outside, but as soon as you open the door, it's a different story. So your help and support would be extremely appreciated. If you want to see more, join us on Patreon.
We would love to see you there, and we thank you in advance. This will help us continue this restoration project.
And now it's time to see episode 4.
All right, bye now.
Birthday dinner!
Birthday dinner!
It's the first time we're going to be exploring a little bit the area.
We're going to a really cute town by the river Le Cher, and I found a cute little restaurant facing the old city and a castle.
Yum!
Yeah.
Let's go explore.
So we are right now in Saint-Aignan, which is one of the most beautiful villages around the chateau. And I googled like 3 or 4 villages and I found this one, and I'm like, that's where we're gonna have my birthday dinner. So nice. That's also why we come to France, to see these beautiful villages. There's some everywhere, and that's just one of them. So this is giving me a lot of ideas, which Tom might not like, but all this lavender bushes, I feel like it's so pretty. I always love lavender, but it's adding such a beautiful touch of color. I think around the castle would be really nice to have. And this gate is just unreal. Look at the side of the gate. It's called artichaut. All the spikes around the gate for people not to enter. That's how they call it in France. And it is so detailed. It's just amazing. And I do love that they painted it green. I think that would be a nice color for our gate once we renovate the one we found under the bushes. Incredible. And this chateau, you can see it's a Renaissance chateau. So ours is Neo-Renaissance, and this is true Renaissance. So this was probably built in the 15th or 16th century. And our chateau is inspired by this era. And I just love everything here. How the bushes are cut, the type of flowers they chose. Literally every choice they made is really amazing and very inspirational for what we're about to do.
We just saw the chateau from the bottom of the hill, and we climbed here, and I think this is giving us a lot of inspiration and things that we can do at ours to sort of recognize this era in a very nice way.
It's absolutely stunning. Welcome to my humble abode.
Yeah, you have one, that's enough. Time for a drink.
With this view, yes, good glass of wine from the region.
Well, little pit stop we had to try.
Yeah, there was this little restaurant at the bottom of the stairs of the chateau, and it's this little wine bar, so we kind of had to stop for a glass of local wine and these amazing cheese. Look at this. It's just stunning. At first I thought, oh, an orange cheese. You know, you think orange like cheddar, which you have like in North America. That's not what it is at all. It's just, I can't describe it, but you have to taste it.
And this is why we chose France.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
A little chronicle today. We can't find the water source on our property, where the water comes in. And what's happening right now is we called the water company to ask where is it coming in? And their answer was, figure it out. I've got 14 hectares of land, and a lot of them is forest. I don't know how to find a small entry of water. So I'm currently walking all over my land trying to find this. It's a lot of fun. I'm gonna hit my 10,000 steps very quickly. But damn, I wish I had this information, because that's a waste of time. This is not a great day to be working outside, but we have to. It's disgusting.
Now the good news is we ended up finding it. It was actually in the Chateau's basement. I walked all of this for nothing. They were able to come in, install it, and we were able to finally move on to other things like starting to work on the house.
Good morning. Today is demo day at the Chateau. So finally we're here. Now bear in mind, we're not technically doing it in the Chateau, but rather in the Groundskeeper house. So basically what we've done in the last couple of days since signing is we've cleared all the vegetation, all the bushes that were growing and the vines along the house to really clean it up, air it out, and see kind of what we're working with. Then after that, what we did, we cleaned the inside. There was still a lot of bird and bat feces. So all of that has been cleaned out. Now kind of phase number 3 for the house is demo day. As I showed, we want to open up the kitchen. That's going to be how we put down a few walls. We start taking off some of that flooring that was there years ago, some of the wallpaper, and then we get to work and we start renovating it. All right, so follow along. It's quite exciting today. I love demo days.
So Tom, what happened here?
We're opening for the kitchen. So we made this big opening, knocked down a few walls, and now we're going to have the real size of the kitchen here.
Amazing. So satisfying.
It is. It is.
So much easier than what you guys were doing before.
This is a game changer. We spent the day yesterday with just a little shovel, trying to push 1 centimeter at a time. And now we get to do big sections with just this little clever tool.
So fun.
Dropping off baby, because he has to go work in Paris, so we can pay for everything else.
Yeah. You hustle, I hustle also.
Yeah.
So this is the first time I'm in Paris since I moved to France 3 weeks ago. And as pretty as always.
So it's really hard today. Damien's in Paris, and while I'm working,
we have to make design decisions, and I don't know the answer to a lot of these questions, and Damien's not on site to make these decisions, so a lot of things have to be done through text, calls, pictures, videos. It's just not the same as being in person, so it feels a little clunky this week with not the whole team here, but we're gonna keep moving, we're gonna keep trying.
Good morning at the Chateau. So today there's been a lot of demo happening in the house, and I'm gonna walk you through a little bit of the plan of what we're doing in the house. So follow me. So first of all, a lot less plants growing on the facade, as you can see. But inside, oh, that's a door acting as a ramp. So inside here, this is the first bedroom. A lot cleaner than when we first saw it. We discovered there was a door here, but unfortunately Tom said we can't keep it. So we're gonna block this because here will be the bathroom between the two bedrooms. And we really don't wanna lose any walls because we're gonna have a bath here, a shower in the corner here, a washer and dryer, as well as two sinks here. So it's a big bathroom, but it's for 2 bedrooms. So I think it's gonna be quite nice. And imagine having your bath here with this beautiful view. I think that's gonna be nice. After that, this is the second bedroom. A similar size as the first one. And then we will block this door as well, which currently leads to the kitchen. And here, you can see there's 2 openings. This one was not an opening, it was just some shelves. So we're gonna block this, and we're gonna make this opening bigger. If you see behind you, there's an arch, and we're gonna recreate this exact same arch right here. So it's gonna go all the way up, and we're gonna be able to catch some light from these windows into the big kitchen. So watch out, the concrete on the floor, fresh concrete. But this is the big kitchen, which we will use as an events kitchen, as well as for this Airbnb eventually as well. So all this will be a big, huge wall with cabinets, a huge gas stove right here with 7 burners. And then on this side, it will be the fridge and just more of an open shelf. There's not going to be any cabinets on the top shelf, it's just going to be on the bottom. And this leads straight into the garden where you will find, right now, nothing, but eventually we'll have the tent here for weddings. So this is going to be really practical for caterers when they come with all their food. They can prep everything here and then go straight to the events. But at the same time, it's very practical for guests who can stay over, and they'll have a nice, huge kitchen with 2 dishwashers. So what are we getting today?
Materials. So we're getting our walls today delivered, so that's exciting because it's the beginning of the rebuild. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm still a boy and I like to see machinery in action, lifting things, so that's exciting. He's gonna be dropping it right by the door because he has machinery that we don't have, so he's helping us doing that, and then we can start building the wall, so that's exciting.
Is someone excited?
Isn't it exciting to see this? Ouais, Stéphane, ça va là? C'est parfait, hein?
Did you have that as a bingo card on Sunday morning? Not me.
So it's time for some confessions in the car. It's been a nightmare of a day. I'm trying to get electricity connected to the chateau again, but the electricity's a mess. So what we're asking for them to do is to give us temporary electricity connection so that we clean it up and then they can come and do the permanent one. In France, whoever sells you the electricity doesn't own the cables, whatever you call that, right? So both of them are saying you need to call the other, you need to call the other. That's a classic, that was expected.
Raccordement provisoire.
Votre rendez-vous concerne-t-il un raccordement d'un compteur de chantier, provisoire, ou un compteur définitif?
Provisoire.
Restez en ligne, nous allons vous mettre en relation avec un conseiller.
Now they tried to call me to fix the appointment a week late. Put me on hold twice for 30 minutes and then hung up on me. That's lovely. And then finally said, you need a construction permit from the town, like the city, which I don't need. And we're not doing construction. So I went to the city and full turnaround. The city is just, honestly, they're the best. Every time I need anything or I have questions or they're just immediately there for me. And they gave me the authorization. They even gave me a little postcard of the chateau that they had at the little office. So now I have the authorization. They gave me that in 5 minutes. So I was really in a bad mood because I felt like I spent, first of all, an hour and a half on the phone where I could be working just on hold. And I felt like it was a little bit hopeless, and now I am here. So that's good.
So I was going to do a little recap of my cousin visiting us, and he just came next to me, so I thought he probably wants to be part of it, but now maybe not. So what happened recently was that my cousin, who's a landscape designer, came and visited us at the chateau. So he lives 3 hours away from us, and it was really nice to see him again because I hadn't seen him in probably, I want to say like 3 or 4 years now. So that's one of the perks of living back in France, is having family close by and being able to see them and, you know, for them to be part of our project. So this was a big thing for us. So we talked about the landscape plan for the next 5 to 10 years. Not everything is going to happen right now for different reasons. We have so many important things to do, but there's also, of course, financial constraints. One thing we would love to do, however, is to do a tree-line alley from the gate to the chateau to just build up more of an entrance when you come through the gate. So this is something we were talking with him, which kind of trees we want to put, how many of trees we want to add as well. And we also talked about down the line having a bit of a French garden in front of the chateau where the reception will take place. So just a bit below that, we will have a bit of a French garden leading up to the eventual pool we would love to have in maybe 5 to 10 years. So this is what we mapped, and it's good that we have a long-term project plan, even though we don't do everything right now. Like we said, this is our life project, so things will happen in sequence. And now we have a full vision of the future, but we'll start by step 1. So as you might remember, we had said that in the 1950s, 1960s, the chateau was actually a cattle farm. So there was cows everywhere around the chateau, very happy cows living on a beautiful property. However, this kind of removed a little bit of the authenticity of the place and all the beautiful gardens that were there probably 50, 60 years before that. We really want to try to bring it back to what it was before. There are some really beautiful trees. They're completely hidden right now with a lot of weeds around them, a lot of, small trees that are not supposed to be there. So we need to cut down on the vegetation around those beautiful trees to really bring them back and put importance back to them. So the following day after my cousin left, it was Bastille Day. So July 14 in France, very big celebration in every single village. So we decided to stop the renos for one night and go to the village, meet people, and then celebrate. We started dancing, we ate there, and then we were able to sit back, relax, and enjoy the beautiful fireworks.
Coming up in our next episode.
I think that's a nice match.
What do we have here?
Oh, nice. I can actually fit my full legs in there. Do our final decision and then order it.
Okay,
That's the plan for today.
let's go.